We finally get to witness a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I mean, what a time to be alive. Or a doll. Barbie the movie is about to be unboxed in theaters. And while this isn't the first film based on a popular toy line from our childhoods, this may very well be the most intriguing, highly anticipated, and pink film ever. Here is everything you need to know before you go see Barbie.
I'm coming with you.
Okay. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Sorry, I could not help myself. The Barbie Corvette wheels were finally put into motion in 2019 when Greta Gerwig was attached to write the film alongside her partner, both professionally and personally, Noah Baumbach. Greta, of course, was later added as director of the movie because, well, duh.
I've got the world on a string.
Gerwig is probably best known for her Oscar-nominated films Lady Bird and Little Women. In fact, she was actually the 5th woman to be nominated for Best Director at the Oscars. And her partner Noah's biggest hits include The Squid and the Whale and the Oscar-nominated Marriage Story. It's almost like Greta and Noah are like real-life Barbie and Ken. Anyways, while their impressive resumes don't necessarily scream Barbie movie, that's actually what makes this even more enticing.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
Now, as far as who's bringing this Toy Story to life, it's a whole bunch of actors that we really love. First and foremost is the main Barbie character played by 2-time Oscar nominee Margot Robbie, who also served as a producer through her company Lucky Chap Entertainment. And I just gotta say, it's kind of really hard to picture anyone but Margot playing the iconic doll, but maybe that's just me.
I'm in the movie.
And because Barbie needs a Ken, sometimes anyway, Ryan Gosling is donning the platinum blonde as the main Ken. And I gotta say, there's really no disputing here that Goss has always been our Ken IRL.
So cool.
Now, the reason I say that Margot and Ryan are playing the main Barbie and Ken is because there are actually other versions of the characters as well, much like the toy line itself. Why they chose to name almost every single doll Barbie and Ken is beyond me. And thanks to the film's trailer and those epic cast posters that were released, we know that other variations of Barbie include Issa Rae as President Barbie, Alexandra Shipp as Writer Barbie, Dua Lipa as Mermaid Barbie, Hari Neff as Dr. Barbie, and Kate McKinnon as Weird Barbie?
You have to want to know, okay? Do it again.
I actually asked the cast what's the weirdest thing they ever did with their Barbies, and Issa Rae's answer will literally have you cackling.
We beat that Barbie up. I don't know what it is.
Now, on the Ken side, we know that Shang-Chi star Simu Liu and the next person to play Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa, will both be playing Kens, along with Scott Evans, brother of Chris Evans, and John Cena, who is playing Merman Ken. I mean, I need that doll stat. There's also the classic doll, Alan. And for all of you scratching your head saying, who is Alan?
Alan.
Alan is Ken's friend and played by Michael Cera, as well as Barbie's friend Midge, who's played by Emerald Fennell. Interesting backstory here. Midge was actually a pregnant Barbie that Mattel ended up discontinuing that had a romantic connection to Alan in Barbie lore, but TBD if they'll be linked in the film. The movie also includes non-toy characters, aka humans, that will include America Ferrera and Will Ferrell, who both happen to play Mattel employees. And of course, the narrator of Barbie is Helen Mirren. Can we just take a second and talk about Helen's range? From playing a therapist in Kendrick Lamar's video to being the narrator of Barbie, she really is a dame. Okay, so now that we know who's writing, directing, and starring in Barbie, what is it actually about? Well, there are sure to be plenty of interesting twists and surprises still to come, but we did finally get a little rundown of the premise in the main trailer for the film. So in it, we see that Margot's Barbie is having a bit of an existential crisis when her feet turn flat and ends up leaving her near-perfect existence in a place called Barbie Land.
Flat feet!
Along with Ryan Gosling's Ken, who never goes anywhere without his rollerblades, as they head into the real world to try and figure some things out. I gotta just stop and say that the arch foot scene is literally my favorite in the trailer, and I asked Margot if those were her actual feet in the movie, and here's what she had to say.
They are my feet. I walked up, we had little sticky bits on the floor for the double-sided tape for the shoes so they wouldn't come off. So I could get my feet out of them. And I was holding onto like a bar, but that's it. I wasn't like a harness or anything like that.
So back to the plot. When Mattel figures out that Barbie and Ken are out of the box and in their world, the CEO, played by Will, is determined to send them back to where they came from. And along with all of those happenings, we're definitely going to see plenty of classic toy references and callbacks to please even the most diehard Barbie lovers out there.
Oh, I'll see you tonight. In my dreams.
No,
Now let's talk about the long and storied history of America's favorite doll and my personal best friend, because I had no friends when I was 5.
No one's asking you to be perfect.
And how we got to the first ever live action movie about her, because this isn't about me. Keep in mind, there are over 40 animated Barbie movies dating back to 2001, covering a vast array of original storylines, along with reimaginings of classic fairy tales. Now, when it comes to live action, though, the first real rumblings began back in 2009 with Universal Pictures, and then again in 2014 with Sony Pictures, before emerging again in 2016 with Amy Schumer briefly attached at one point. Although creative differences made that a short-lived possibility.
Oh my God. You have no idea what a huge relief that is.
Fast forward to 2019 when things finally got moving with the addition of Margot Robbie and later Greta Gerwig, and boom, here we are. And looking even further ahead, because I have trouble staying in the present, Greta actually told Vulture in 2021 that the idea of this becoming a full-on live-action movie franchise, quote, would certainly be exciting. Now, something tells me the box office numbers may determine how that future shapes out, but I mean, I am already down for a solo Ken movie. Margot Robbie said this is the greatest version of Ryan Gosling we'll ever see on screen, and I don't think she's wrong.
But I'm a man.
But not a doctor.
Can I talk to a doctor?
You are talking to a doctor.
And I need a clicky pen?
No.
A sharp thing?
No.
Of course, we can't talk about the history of Barbie, and I would be a horrible 90s baby without mentioning the 1997 hit song Barbie Girl from Aqua. Now, the song was not actually affiliated with Barbie. In fact, the powers that be actually tried to separate themselves from the song for years before finally embracing it. So, I'm sad to report that the song will not be used in the movie as we know it, but happily, a new track called Barbie World by rappers Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj will be featured with a sample from Aqua's original, and I gotta tell you, it is a bop.
Yay! Yes!
All right, dolls, that's everything you need to know before you go see Barbie in theaters July 21st. Thanks for watching, and be sure to rate and review this film at RottenTomatoes.com. My name is Naz Perez, and I can confirm Life in Plastic is fantastic.